energize youth voters. So they're talking about declaring this nationwide emergency. It would restrict the drilling. It would curb, quote, greenhouse gas emissions. That's what they're saying. And they're doing it to, quote, get the youth vote. This is all just, this is crazy, right? This is a lot. And this would lead the way for things like carbon passports as well. Check out this article, all right, for carbon passports that were announced on CNN, all right? You can see here this article out of CNN that came out a few months ago. This is what they're talking about when they're talking about this nationwide climate emergency. These are part of the restrictions that we would see. You can see here it's time to limit how often we can travel abroad. Quote, carbon passports may be the answer. And they also might restrict interstate travel, flying to other states, how many times you can do it, and also even driving, and creating new taxes on gas and new mileage taxes as well, where you're taxed per mile you drive for your gas car. These are all the things they've been talking about this for a little while now, but now they're saying they might declare it soon, right? And you can see here it says, what is a carbon passport? It says the idea of a carbon passport centers on each traveler being assigned a yearly carbon allowance that they cannot exceed. This is what they're talking about right now at the White House. And says these allowances can then, quote, ration travel. It says this concept may seem extreme, but the idea of personal carbon allowances is not new. And you already, if you've booked any flights, guys, it says on the flight already, it has a little carbon thing. It tells you how much carbon you're using on your flight. Have you guys seen that? All right. It's saying you'll use whatever. If you take this flight or this connecting flight, it changes every single flight. This jet, it tells you your emissions. They're already setting up, the infrastructure's already there, and this national emergency would give them the, quote, authority to do this, right? It says a similar concept called personal carbon trading was discussed in the UK in 2008 before being shut down because of its perceived complexity and possibility of public resistance. All right? Yeah. We need to resist this. We need to say no. We need to say we do not want this. And this is going to be used as a control mechanism. It's going to affect everything here. Electricity consumption. All of it has a carbon footprint that they say, however they calculate it. And all these things are going to be controlled and monitored. Even right now, I'm sitting in my big truck. I got the AC on because it's 91 degrees out. All right, that's what my truck says. And I would probably be using part of my gas ration for the month. Right now, just sitting here. I'm burning through gas and my ration is going down. I've used like 5 miles worth of gas just sitting here recording these videos for you guys, right? So this is what's coming next. It says the average annual carbon footprint for a person in the US is 16 tons